well-fed cat too. On top of that, a well-fed cat, very happy cat. Yeah. Well-fed and happy. Yeah, you well-fed. Yep. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Sowing and Reaping YouTube channel. And today, I'm probably going to do more talking to Shanny today than I will be talking to the audience. So before I start doing that, let me acknowledge the audience here real quick. And by the way, Mandy Lorian, I heard what you said about wanting mods and everything. I read that earlier. I'll look into you and I'll see whether I can trust you or not. I don't usually get somebody mods unless I've known them for a while, but I'll take a look at you and see what you're about. But I see Sabella is vouching for you, so we'll see. So we got Dove Kitty here, Sabella, obviously Mandy Lorian. We got Moose Zilla. We got Granny Grunt, Funky Butt Lovin'. Boo is here. Just Breezing today is here. How you doing? Welcome to the Sowing and Reaping YouTube channel. And what I want to do today, ladies and gents, because I know a lot of you have seen these videos that people are constantly covering on here, like Carrie and some other people. But I don't think a lot of people has heard my points of view on a couple of these things. And Shanny made a video obviously a few years back when he was in Boulder, Colorado. Give me 1 second. And what she did is she gave everybody a reason on what she would do if the money ran out. When she was denying that she was with Rev for his money, when she was claiming that she loved Rev, when she was claiming all of these different things, and you obviously know what's going on today. She has become a big giant crybaby, whining and complaining, not doing nothing about her problems, just saying that she's depressed, and Rev going on here saying he needs his medication, even though Delta 8 is not referred to as medication. It is a recreational drug that doesn't have the ability to heal anybody. How you doing, Carrie? And Rev goes on his channel regularly, breaking the law by saying that Delta 8 is a medication when it is not. But I don't really care what he does because, like I said, if he's going to choose to be stupid and choose to believe everything that woman tells him, then by all means, do whatever you want, Rev. More power to you. She already got all your money. She took your dignity. Now she's going to take your soul. Okay? She's going to get that tune too because you're too dumb to be able to tell her no. So I got a video here that I want to show some people that she did back in the Boulder, Colorado days. And she talks about what's going to happen when the money runs out. I took a clip out of this and I used it on my channel as I think a YouTube short, or to show everybody what kind of a liar Shanny is at the end of the day, because she loves doing PR. She thinks by making videos immediately when something happens, it will cause people to think differently about her. And now I'm going to direct my attention directly to Shanny. And Shanny, you have been lying about this for quite some time. You have never been good at PR. Okay, you have never been good, and when I say PR, I mean public relations. You have never been good at fixing your quote unquote image here online. You say what you think needs to be said in the moment because you believe that in that moment everything will be fixed and everything will be clear, not thinking long term. And I've gotten on your case about this on multiple occasions when we were cool, and now that we're not cool, I'm still going to get in your case about this because you simply don't think past today. So what I want to do is I want to show everybody a video that was done by Shanny herself. And the video is called "If the Money Goes Away." Because back then, a lot of people was making predictions that when the money ran away, when the money went away, she was going to leave him. And she already tried doing that. We also in the video proof of that. And that's when Rev ultimately got put in jail. When Rev went to jail, she made all of these YouTube videos saying that he went and get a job. As a matter of fact, there's quite a few videos on YouTube where she gets on his case about not wanting to get a job. But she herself doesn't want to work, and she can no longer say that she can't work. And if she could, she would, because I offered her a job just to sit down and answer questions, and she refused to do it. That shows that she doesn't want to work. She doesn't want to make real money. All she wants to do is sit back and beg and beg and panhandle and beg and beg and beg, because that's what Jesus told us to do, right? Jesus told us to get on here and beg and beg and beg and beg. He didn't say nothing about work. He didn't say nothing about taking a responsibility. He said nothing about repentance. He said nothing about these things, according to Shanny. You know what I mean? All they believe that they need to do is just beg, and beg. And then with this revelation coming out with this lady, Lisa, who basically went through what I went through. And the only difference between me and her is she got out a lot earlier than I did. And at least I got one other person who understands why I said I would have helped Jason. Because anybody who spends enough time around these two, you can see that she is manipulating him. But I don't want to help him no more. I don't want to do it. Anybody that wants to get on here and refuse to be an adult and refuse to actually work a job, because we know now that they don't got a gig. They don't got no work. All that, we got a writing job for a big YouTube channel. Thanks to Carrie and Drader and this lady Lisa, we all know that that's a bunch of malarkey. So now Shanny is forced to make YouTube videos again, getting people to feel sorry for her, talking about love, which she's not even doing biblically. And what I'm going to do on my main channel, I'm going to get myself, Beckel, and a couple of other people, and we're going to do a Bible study on here about what the Bible actually talks about on these topics, as opposed to what Shanny's talking about, because she's talking about pure fiction. And that's not even the worst of it. On Carrie's channel today, was it Carrie's channel? Yeah. She called Muslims her brothers and pagans her brothers. Oh, no, I'm going to have a field day with her the next time I go on my main account and we talk about these topics. So Shanny is straight up bugging. Shanny is basically, a lot of you don't know who Brett Keane is, but Shanny is basically acting like him right now. She's flip-flopping. She's being whatever she needs to be to get what she immediately needs. She has no integrity. But then again, she sold her body on the internet, so why does that surprise anybody? She has no integrity. She doesn't stand for anything. So she's going to flip-flop between paganism now, Islam now, and Christianity, and whatever suits her fancy in order for her to receive donations from people. Just ridiculous. I actually should have did this on the other channel and not this one. But anyway, did I really want to get into why that's stupid and why that doesn't work? But anyway, again, Shanny has this habit of wanting to do PR and giving it a spin to try to make the other person look bad and make herself look good. And she made a video years ago, and I'm going to show everybody what I'm talking about, where she talked about what would happen if the money ran out. And I'm going to give my own personal commentary on this. I've seen this video since I found it on here at least 3 or 4 times now. All right. Shanny is one of the biggest fakes out there when she's trying to do PR. She doesn't know what she's doing when she's trying to go out there and make herself look good in front of everybody. Number one, she doesn't even understand that the people that are watching her, 100% of the people that are subscribed to her channel, it's not 99.9, 100% of the people that are subbed to her channel don't like her. 100% of the people on there don't like her. I have plenty of experience with this. I have the vast majority of the people that sub to me don't like me. And it's all fine and well. I handle my stuff differently than they do. And all of this, we're going to turn the comments off. She's attempting to stay away from any what do you call it? Being held accountability by turning off the comments, because nobody can question her on the cancer issue. But now that she sees her gravy train ran out, now she's got to get back on here with the same stupid stuff. I'm in pain. I'm depressed. I'm in pain. You know what, Shanny, you're going to do tomorrow, Shanny? I'm in pain. I'm depressed. I'm in pain. I'm depressed. And the one after that one, Shanny, I'm in pain. I'm depressed. I'm in pain. I'm depressed. Like, it's getting to the point now where I just cut off her stuff midway into it because I get sick of hearing it. She's nothing but a bag of excuses, her and her man. All right. So I want to show everybody this video that I'm talking about regarding these. Now, you guys got to understand something here. There's a lot of you are like, well, Jimmy, we shared all this stuff already. You ain't saying nothing different. For the people that are out there saying that, you got to understand something here. Just because I was friends with Shanny doesn't mean I agreed with everything that ever came out of her mouth. And she knows this. I'm pretty sure she was honest for 2 minutes. She would tell you a bunch of different stories on how we argued behind the scenes where I didn't agree with certain things. All right. But and I told them stories. I'm sure some of them you heard from her. But let me show everybody this video. Like I said, I'm gonna try to get my commentary on this one. So, and the video is called "What If the Money Runs Out?" And I apologize for echoing. There's nothing I can do about that. All right. So let me play the video.
Zup. So obviously I can't sleep. I think it's been established that I can't.
This is when she was pretending that her and Rev was separated. From what Rev told me when it was in Colorado, they only pretended to be separated. I don't know, for some reason they feel like they got to put on this show for the internet so that people won't call the authorities to catch them, when they don't even understand all they got to do is just not be online. I'll never understand this about these people.
Can't sleep lately, or eat, or anything else. So there's one thing that people keep bringing up to me, and not only me, but Jason, and it's something they've been saying since they found out Jason had money, but not before that. Before they found out that we had money.
By the way, she's about to lie. You can go to Fundy Archive and you can see that people knew that Jason had money since the Nadia rooms, the debate Coliseum days. Okay, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go to your YouTube search engine here and type in the debate Coliseum. Okay, and then you're going to see it's a channel that was done by Nadia Chambers. And that was the room that he would go into to participate in the quote unquote great debate at that time. So people knew he had money because he was donating to Nadia.
I was after Jason's dick. It had to be the dick. You know, I was just a slut and a whore. That's what
that's how you presented yourself. You can go to Fundy Archive if you want to see her videos before they got together, how she presented herself like an absolute slut at times. You can go look at this on Fundy Archive, where you can see the videos, how she presented herself on camera during the breakup between her and Chris, when she was trying to go after anybody and everybody who was interested in her. Myself was one of them. She was trying to go after Rev, and the mother would later admit that the reason why she was going after Rev was because of his money. Okay, but she was trying to also flirt with Drag's wife and several other people. You know what I mean? Online. You know what I mean? I don't know about some other people, but there are specific people that she was trying to get with. And she was presenting herself like a straight slut. Sometimes she would be completely drunk doing it. Again, you can go look on Fundy Archive to see what I'm talking about.
The public's view of me, that's what the rumor mill was of me, is I was after the dick. But when they found out Jason had money, it wasn't about the dick anymore. It turned from that to I had to be in a relationship with him because only the money.
Well, now you know a thing is established, Shanny. I'm talking directly to you, between one or two witnesses. At least that's what the Bible says. Since you like to throw the Bible around so much, and the witnesses is this: your own mother and your own father. The man that you're sleeping with, the man that you refuse to marry, the one that you refuse to have be your legitimate husband, admitted that you was only there for that. That's right, Jason. You admitted it. Every time you get angry with her, you remind her that she spent your $700,000. Right? So you got her mother, her father, we got you. Then people that are close to her confirmed that she was only with him for the money. And the most telling reason that we know that this is true, and Jason, you won't be man enough to actually watch those videos. Go watch the videos when you was in prison. You keep defending Shanny, and you keep defending Shanny. You want to defend Shanny? You want to make some super chats? You want to make some money on your channel, Rev? I triple dog dare you live on camera to review those videos when she talked about you being in prison. And I want to see you defend her. You know why you're not going to do it? Because you guys got this little fake cut the comments movement off. You got this little fake love thingy going on. Everything that you guys are doing over on that side of YouTube is fake. All of that stuff that you guys are doing is fake. Because if it was really about love, then you two would actually get married. So there's a lot of things testifying to the fact that this woman was only with you with the money. But one of the most telling things is, and I really believe I'm the only content creator on here that's pointed this out, I think at first anyway. She never says our money. She says my money. I gave you a house. I gave you money. When she was going back and forth with Brett Keane, it wasn't Rev who did it because it was Rev's money. Shanny said it was her giving away money. Hannah Stout, she gave money to Hannah Stout. She gave money to this person. She gave money to this person. She gave money. This is her money. She conducted herself that way. When Rev got out of line, she started beating him up, putting him in his place. The point of the matter is that she always made it sound like it was her money. And her own parents played her out and told everybody why she was with him.
Right. And then Jason quit alcohol. And then it turned into, because he had complications to his recovery, it turned into, I'm after his money and I'm drugging him.
I don't believe you were drugging him. I believe that you took advantage of his wet brain where he couldn't make any good decisions. And I believe that you were filling his head with a bunch of nonsense. That's what I believe you were doing. That you was filling his head with a whole bunch of nonsense. If you guys get an opportunity, go to Fat Courtney Love's YouTube channel. One of Rev's old videos is on there. You compare what he was before with what he is today. You'll see what I'm talking about. This woman absolutely destroyed that guy. Oh, and by the way, for the person in the comment section that's saying that did I see her recent uploads? Oh, I have. I'm gonna get to that.
I'm still asking, what am I drugging him with according to your scenario? You have no proof. You have no evidence.
But I'm gonna say my opinion for their recent uploads for the end of this video, because Lisa, if you're watching this, you're not the only person that went through that. You know what I mean? This woman is a monster. That's why it got to a point after I didn't even want to deal with her no more. I only wanted to deal exclusively with Jason. And I know you're hearing me say this, Shanny, and we both know I'm right about that.
Evidence to it, but you still...
I mean, you only admitted it saying, oh, G-Man was talking about me behind my back, and G-Man was talking... Yeah, you're right about that. I was telling him to stop listening to you when it came to money. Because you simply are an irresponsible person when it comes to money. You are totally irresponsible.
Telling everyone that I'm doing this without any evidence or anything. And you're leading people to believe falsely about...
You can go watch your Wakey Bakies. The evidence that people was using that he was being drugged was when he was on camera and everything. So, you know what I mean? They had evidence for saying it, but I don't believe that you was drugging him, Shanny, even though I could just say it just for saying it. But I don't believe that you were drugging him. And I think a lot of people in the Christian community don't believe that you were drugging him. But a lot of us believe that you took full advantage of him when he had wet brain now.
About me.
And I can actually show proof of that because I can show people the text messages. As a matter of fact, I don't think the text messages would work because a lot of times I was communicating directly. Cut it out. I was communicating directly with Shanny. I would have to tell some stories to get people to fully understand what it is that I'm talking about. But Shanny fully controlled the decision making that Rev was making back then.
So let's just go into your scenario, since you constantly are saying, oh, as soon as your money dries up, she's gonna leave you.
You tried and you failed because I wasn't interested.
Which, frankly, I have to say, what I've seen of how the stock market works within our favor, I have to say the money probably will never dry up.
What's that phrase that you guys say? You guys say that didn't age very well. Well, this statement right here didn't age very well at all. Not only did it dry up, but you spent every last dime, Shanny. Every last dime. And I believe I own those headphones now, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, I believe I'm the proud owner of those headphones, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I own those headphones.
I'll probably always constantly recycle. Because, see, what you guys don't understand, me and Jason, we live on an actual budget, which is...
Well, the Diane! You're not saying anything deep with that, but let's continue.
Roughly about $4,000, $6,000 a month we live on, purposely. And everything we
You had to because you was only allowed to get a certain amount of money every month. So cut the baloney, you liar.
ever take out of the bank always seems to redouble itself. Because we live on that budget. We stay on that budget because
actually, see, when Jason was single, he was living on a lot less than that. A lot less than that. When he got involved with you and you started telling him, hey, it's pretty expensive to raise a family, then you guys increased the money because you know you had to get your weed and your wakey bakies and all that other dumb mess.
we want to keep that money as long as we possibly can. But let's go on your scenario if the money runs dry. Let's go on your little conspiracy theory of me. You guys say, oh, as soon as the money runs dry, she's going to leave you.
Actually, technically you did because, like I said, when I came over there, your kids wasn't calling him daddy. They were calling me daddy. As a matter of fact, Shanny, while you didn't necessarily say it, you would kind of treat me like I was your daddy if you smell what the rock is cooking. I just wasn't interested, you know. I have integrity and all, you know.
Well, I must say my previous relationships, my men were not wealthy at all. They were, in fact, very, very poor.
Yep, and they had a job and they were taking care of you when you were making excuses when you couldn't work. And I only know that because I heard Chris' story about you. His 4 stories about you. I believe one of them is on, no, 2 of them, one or 2 of them is on Funny Archive and the rest of them are on the Odd Irrelevancy channel. See, I've been doing my research, Shanny. You understand? Just because they wasn't rich doesn't mean that they wasn't, my cat's acting crazy. I don't know what it is, but yeah. Just because they wasn't rich doesn't mean that they wasn't giving you everything that you wanted while you sat your fat, lazy behind butt home and didn't do anything with yourself. And when I say that, Shanny, so you start saying, oh, you see, he's fat shaming me. He's fat shaming me. When I say fat and lazy, I'm using that as a figure of speech, Shanny, okay? You are a lazy person. You don't believe in work. You are lazy. Accept this about yourself. Preach it to other people. Then repent and start working because you are destined to sleep on the concrete at the rate you're going.
Oh, was my relationship then the money too? Since they were poor, was my relationships with them about the money then? Or what was your take on what the relationship of ours was? Because apparently your opinion of my relationship is what matters the most.
And it matters so much that you had to make video after 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 video about your relationship with Jason. Because you know you care about what these people think about your relationship. Because if you didn't, this video would not exist. Or is it that you're planning on presenting yourself a certain way because you know the money is going to get all spent up, and these very people that you're belittling are going to be the same people that you're going to be begging to help you later on? Wait a minute, Shanny can think long term when it's about Shanny.
Because we all know my relationship, wraps around your whole fucking life and opinions, and everything you say is completely accurate and factual, right?
Yep, and you care so much about it, you talk about it all the time.
I mean, you don't have to put proof or evidence on it. You just say it out of your fucking mind and actually believe it. So let's go on your view. What happens if the money runs dry? I do what any other fucking adult does. I go to work.
No, wait a minute. Let me not laugh. She did go to work. My bad. I forgot. She did go to work. She did do Pornhub. She did do OnlyFans. She did get on here and sell her body on here. She did do that. She made YouTube videos, and she made more YouTube videos. She made a video on YouTube where they were driving in a car and they cussed out their little children and threatened to beat their little children live on camera. Yeah, she worked really hard. She went and got a job. Is that what you're talking about, Shanny, or are you about to lie about Uber and all of that? Now, remember, when she's making this video, she's in horrible pain. Listen to me. Even in the Colorado days, she was complaining she had horrible pain. And this is the part for all the people out there that's buying that. Look at me, I'm in terrible pain. I can't tell you how many times I showed up at that house and I took them to, and I said, okay, I'm going to go to Walmart. I'm going to go food shopping. And she got her behind out that bed and she got in that car and she walked a pretty good distance in the drive in the parking lot to the Walmart, went into Walmart and walked around and picked her food. Okay, this woman ain't in this horrible pain like she's talking about. And Jason, you know I'm telling you the truth about this. It's just amazing how she just crushed your testicles, dude, and powderized them and just destroyed them. And how you allow her to get on here and lie day after day about being in horrible pain. She's in so much horrible pain, she's not even in the hospital. You know, you two are the only people that I know where Benadryl don't work, Motrin don't work, Tylenol don't work. No real medication actually works with you guys. The only thing that works is Delta 8. At least that's what you want everybody to believe. And like I said, I'm going to get to that video that she made today, and I think the video that she made yesterday as well, because she made quite a few statements on her community post and made some videos too. I want to get into, which I thought was hilarious.
I go to work and I earn my money like any other fucking adult. That's what happens.
I want to rewind that one. I thought that was, I think that's hilarious. She goes to work and she earns her money, huh?
The money runs dry.
When is this going to happen?
I do what any other fucking adult
When
does.
are you going to work, Shanny?
I go to work. I go to work and I earn my money.
And when are you going to do this? I offered you $100 to go and carry his channel. Yet you're on here begging for $3 and $5 and $30 so that you can buy Delta 8. I offered you $100 to go and carry his platform.
Any other adult. That's what happens. Am I going to leave Jason? No, absolutely not. There's no reason for me to leave him. Why? He has no money? Why would I leave him? Why, you think that's all Jason has to offer me is just money?
Yep. Well, actually, no, not really. The fact that he allows you to demasculinize him, you know what I mean, and you feminize him and you turn him into an absolute wimp. You understand? You know, when I made my videos, let's go down memory lane here for a minute. When I made my videos against Dragnut, right? When me and Dragnut was going back and forth, I kind of wish he was in the room because he probably would call me out on this. But you guys remember specifically when I made my videos against Dragnut and I was like, Dragnut activates. Even before that, I made Dragnut expose videos on GTV before it was going. You guys remember that? And you remember one of the main things that people couldn't stand me for when I was going after Drag? What did I do? How many of you remember what I did with Dragnut? I said Dragnut, and I said things about the man's wife. You guys remember that? When I was going after Dragnut and I mentioned his wife? You remember that? Dragnut would come in my room and confront me like a man. I got to give Dragnut credit. He came into my room and he confronted me like a man about this. He made videos like a man against me. I got to give him his credit with that one. You know what I mean? Now, his performance on all of it, that's something different. But the point is, he confronted me like a man. Jason has yet, whether it be in person, whether it be on YouTube or anything, to confront me about the things that I say about Shanny. Because he knows I'm right. He knows I'm 100% on point what I say about her. He knows it. That's why he don't defend her. Now, I better be careful because she might threaten his life or threaten to leave him even though she ain't got nowhere to go. You know what I mean? If he doesn't get on YouTube tomorrow and defend her precious honor. You have no honor, Shanny. You have about as much honor as a prostitute does on 42nd Street. You have no honor whatsoever. You have no integrity. You have no self-respect. You have none of that stuff. And your man can't do nothing about it because he ain't a man no more. You demasculinize him. You powderize his balls. I mean, for crying out loud, you going outside breaking up fights according to you and not him, right?
You think that he is that is that how you think of him? Is that how you think of him? Because what you say is
No, I just think he's brainwashed and he's a wimp. I think he's a wimpy, brainwashed, fake man pretending to be married to you. That's what I think of him.
reflection of how you think about him, not about what I say. You know? Because there are a lot more to Jason than just his money. And it always has been to me. Because a relationship was never been about money. And I think as I start pouring back the older videos with me and Jason, you're going to realize that it was never about money.
It's always been about money. Your mother, your father, and several other cases on here has been found to show you that that's the only reason you're with him. As a matter of fact, you want to see that that's true. Let him stop getting on here panhandling. As a matter of fact, when you was on Twitch, wasn't it you who forced him to come on Twitch? Or was that Rumble? I think it was Twitch. Was it Twitch? Yeah, it was Twitch where you forced him to come online and he was just staring at the screen like. And that's all he was doing. He was just staring at the screen. And everyone knew that the only reason he was on there because you made him go on there. Or rather, you manipulated for him to go on there. And you want to know what's messed up, Jason, because I know you're going to watch this. When she leaves you, like, what is going to be going through your head when she walks out the door? Because you ain't going to do it. But when she does it, what are you going to do? That's what I want to know. Right about now, she'll leave you for a rat right about now.
It was about friendship. It was about companionship. It was about understanding each other and loving each other.
No, it was about the fact that both of you committed adultery before you guys got together, and neither one of you are married. And the reason why he can't go off and do anything and you won't go off and do anything because you swear that the two of you are going to end up cheating on each other, since that's the basis of your relationship and that's cheating. I got a Bible study. I'm going to be doing that on my main channel, Shanny, and that's going to be directed directly at you. And you are free to come in the room and correct me biblically if you want, but we both know that's not going to happen because I destroy you.
And respecting each other as individuals. And it's always been about that. Is our relationship perfect? No. But what relationship is perfect? But though we do have problems in a relationship, though, yeah, we do fight. Like every other person in a relationship, they fight.
Well, actually, I'm pretty sure when Carrie and Michael fight that Michael doesn't walk up to Carrie and make his finger look like a gun and says, if I had my gun, I would blow your head off. I'm pretty sure he doesn't do that. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty positive that when other couples fight, they're not talking about, I'm sorry, you don't have the average relationship where a woman is beating up their man and forcing them to come on here and lie and make stuff up about your health. No, that's not normal, Shanny. That's extremely unhealthy.
Though things that happen in our life can be misconstrued to other events, does not mean that we may not be perfect.
But I'll tell you one thing that is pretty common amongst child abusers is how you chose a child abuser over your kids. You keep talking about how you miss your mom and your dad, and you don't. And the only reason you mention your kids is because Carrie kept asking you, how come you don't cry like that for your kids over and over and over again? Then finally, you must have caught her episode and then finally say, you know what, I better start talking about those kids and how I missed them, when you don't, because you're sleeping with the guy who abused one of your kids. You don't care about those kids, Shanny, and it's obvious. Everybody sees that. Like if we were friends right now, I couldn't defend you right now. It's like, everybody under the sun knows you don't care about those kids. You don't care about William. You don't care about Zach. You don't care about your family in Minnesota. You don't care about your dead mom, and you don't care about your dead dad. The only person you care about, Shanny, is Shanny, and that's it. And you barely care about that person.
Perfect. But our love for each other is.
Shanny, the Bible predicted that in these days, men will be lovers of their own selves. I keep constantly hearing you. I'm going to briefly touch on this video before I forget this, on what you said on your channel, how you constantly want people to love each other, and we need to have self-love, and I come first, and self-love. That is not what Jesus Christ teaches. Oh, the self-love, me, myself, and I. No, that's a sign of apostasy. It is a sign of apostasy. What you should be doing is looking at all of the evil you've done. Look at everything. Listen, you keep talking about what drag did to you. Look at what you did to drag. You keep talking about what Carrie did to you. Look at what you did to Carrie. You keep talking about what Lisa did to you. Look at what you did to Lisa. Have you ever taken that into consideration? You keep talking about what people have done to you. Have you ever taken the time out to ever think about what you have done to other people? What you've done to me? Or attempted to do to me? Have you ever taken the time out to think about that? But nope, that's not what you teach. You teach as everybody else, and it's I think you would have an orgy with yourself if it was possible. I really believe that.
Because our love for each other has always and always will be.
The Bible says that we're supposed to deny ourselves. Deny ourselves. Now, I know a lot of people don't believe in scripture and whatnot, and that's all fine and well, but we're supposed to deny ourselves, pick up our cross and follow Jesus. No, Shanny, this is what you're doing. You're loving yourself. You buried your cross, and it's all about Shanny. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. And you, Rev, I don't even want to get started on you, dude. You sold out. The very things that you preached against when you was on a truthing channel, you actually became the exact opposite. Alex Jones, if he saw the way you were living right now, and them other truthers saw how you were living right now, Rev, they would be utterly embarrassed to be in the same room with you, to ever be friends with you, or anything like that. They will be totally embarrassed by the way that you're presenting yourself. Do you guys understand that 90% of their problems? Think about this a minute. 90% of the problems that Shanny and Rev are suffering from right now could be solved if they fill out an application to get a job. 50% of their problems would be solved if Rev got a job. The other 50%, the other 40% would be solved if Shanny got off her lazy behind and got a job. Everything that they're going through is self-inflicted. Exactly, Red Feather. Everything that they're going through is self-inflicted. They don't gotta go through any of this. They want to go through this. They're masochists. They love the pain. They love the suffering. And Shanny, don't you? I dare you. I triple dog dare you. If you make a video, I would work if I could. I offer you $100 to go on Carrie's channel, and you could have sat down, had your feet elevated. You could have been sipping on a lemonade, having Rev rub your feet while you was answering questions. Don't give me this garbage that you would work if you could. That is the real reason I made that video. You should know me by now. I didn't make that YouTube video so that I can be this generous person and give you money. I made that video to prove that you don't want to work. If somebody paid you to sit home and get on the cell phone and do nothing but talk about the multiverse, you wouldn't do that either, because it would be a job, because you are anti-job. You are lazy. You are lazy. And I can hear the person that's going to be reviewing this saying, oh, no, I think Shanny would definitely take the cell phone job. Not if she's going to be criticized for doing it wrong. Not if she's going to be told that she has to do it a certain way. She has to be told what to do. She ain't don't want nobody telling her nothing. But pretty soon, the police is going to be locking her up, because they're going to be taking their spatula, the forklift, to get her off of the concrete from blocking everybody from walking and not going to the bathroom properly. And they're going to throw her in jail. And then she's going to get three square meals every single day. She'll have a bed every single day, a roof over her head, except there's going to be incarceration. She's going to get security. She's going to get maximum security if she doesn't get her head together. But Shanny, I'm in agreement with the YouTube community. They say that you're a monster. I take it a step further. I don't believe that you're just a monster. I believe that you're a criminal. That you know exactly what you are doing. And you can't blame borderline personality disorder. You can't blame any of those things. I can name the YouTubers, that YouTuber right now that you're trying to be like, and that's Brett King, where you're trying to be a revisionist and trying to change your entire story and try to lie to everybody about what you would do if this happened. Or do I need to go to XX Archive and show everybody what happened when you got that eviction notice? Cut the baloney, Shanny.
Unconditional.
You wasn't no pain when you went there to argue about that.
It has always been completely unconditional. Like, yeah, sometimes we get mad at each other and we yell at each other.
That love is not conditional. That love was dependent upon how much money that man had.
Like every other couple does. But I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think
And
that's
Rev still gets money. Don't get it twisted. The uncle every now and then gives Rev $200. He'll give him $300. He'll give him some money so that they're able to get food and get medication, as he calls it, and other stuff. So Shanny can live off of that. Shanny is not thinking past what is she gonna do if they get thrown thrown out of that house. She can make all of the side videos she wants. She ain't coming to me. That is for sure. She can for genies get that mess out her head. I don't know nobody else in Pennsylvania. The only other person I know that's in PA. Actually, I don't know nobody else. No, well, there's I forget his name. I think his name is Bruce, Brucifer or whatever I think his name is. But he ain't gonna take her in because he's not gonna put up with that nonsense. And he's married. He ain't gonna try to hear that mess.
very normal and typical of relationship. See, I think, what if the money runs out? I know exactly what I would do. I already have it planned out. I start doing Uber temporarily.
No. You thought you was gonna start getting with G-Man temporarily, and that wasn't gonna happen. You wasn't gonna do no Uber because according to you, you can't pick up your feet, even though you can walk to the bathroom. You can storm after Rev when you want to beat him up. You can walk around the place that you're in. You can walk in Walmart, but you can't push your feet down in order to drive a vehicle. Makes no sense to me at all.
Until I can start establishing myself a little bit better. And not only would I do Uber, but I try to get myself back into the cannabis industry.
Well, that one she was very successful at. She got me to spend a lot of money on Delta 8. That's about it. But no, she didn't try to do Uber. And she's just full of it.
Selling products again from them.
And you're doing a lot better than Watermelon, and you're doing better than Gavin. Yes, you are.
And I wouldn't necessarily want Jason to work because, he doesn't have any job experience, really.
I heard that one. Let me rewind that right there for y'all can hear that again. That one was good.
But I try to get myself back into the cannabis industry.
Listen to what she says here again. Check this out.
And start selling products again from them.
This one was kind of funny. I need to cut this one up right here.
That's what I would do.
Watch this. And all of this is for PR. She wants to look better to the internet. Why? I don't know. Just, oh my God.
I wouldn't necessarily want Jason to work because, he doesn't have any job experience, really.
Wait a minute. So you don't want him to work and he doesn't have no job experience yet. In an older video from this one, he claims he knows how to use a calculator. He knows how to use a cash register, right? And now you're admitting that he has no work experience whatsoever and you wouldn't want him to work. Shanny, that's out of your own mouth. You said you didn't want him to work. My God, you're getting everything that you hoped for, everything that you dreamed of.
And I just... everything he's done for me... Everything he's done for me, I owe it to him to work for him.
Wait a minute. According to you, you did everything. You was the one cleaning and you was the one cooking. You was the one that was doing laundry. I believe you said this in Colorado. I thought that was kind of funny because since I've known you, I've seen you cook one time. I've never seen you do laundry ever. I've never seen you pick up a broom and sweep the floor ever. you know what I mean? I seen you walk. Seen you make some spaghetti. I ain't never see you do everything. But according to you, after the money ran out, especially after that hot chip challenge, you was doing everything. He wasn't doing nothing. You were doing so much. You was even taking care of him when he had wet brain. You were so full of caca, Shanny, it's not even funny.
I owe it. I owe him. I don't mind being the breadwinner of the family if I need to be. It's not the first time I've been a breadwinner in the family. I've been. And I'll work.
Wait a minute. According to Chris, you was the breadwinner for a whopping 3 months. After that, you didn't work anymore. According to Chris, if you go to his stirring the pot video where Dragnut and all those guys go into the video, you will actually see what I'm talking about. She's just lying to everybody.
So that's what would happen if the money dried up. I'd work like any other fucking adult would.
I guess you're not an adult because you're not working right now. You keep making excuses for not working. So, Shanny, tell me something, Shanny, because me and you are different. I think I've said this on YouTube on multiple occasions. That before I starve, I go out there and collect bottles or aluminum cans or plastic bottles or whatever, because you can get a nickel per one of these. I think per one of these little plastic bottles here, you can get 5 cents per bottle as a cash refund if you go to certain states or you go to certain places here, and it tells you right in the back of the bottle here you can get a nickel each. I would try to get about 4,000 or 5,000 of these and get myself something to eat. I would do that faster than I would get on here embarrassing myself and begging people who don't like me for money every day. Just saying.
Because unlike some people who like to put rumors out there that I'm lazy and I don't work.
You are lazy and you don't work. Exactly. As a matter of fact, Shannon, I want to take me calling you lazy even further, because if you actually go look at your channel right now, right, every channel has a focus. Carrie focuses on you. My sowing and reaping channel, I've been focusing on you lately, but I'll be getting off of you because I find you to be boring. On my Preaching to the Choir Ministries channel, a G-Man channel, I focus on end time stuff and the Hebrew Israelites. If you look at ERB, they focus on epic rap battles. If you go look on, everybody's got a focus. It seems like your YouTube channel is only around for one thing only. And I'm referring to the Losers Club, Shanny, since I know you're watching this. Your channel exists only to do one thing and one thing only, and that is to beg for money. Listen to me. It's not to review movies. It's not to talk about politics. It's not to talk about end times. It's not to talk about Jesus, because we know how you are against him too. You know what I mean? You don't even want God telling you what to do. It's not about those things. Your whole channel is about begging for money every single day. Tomorrow, either you or Rev will get on here and you'll beg for some money if you can't find some sucker to donate to you tonight.
And blah, 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 blah. The only reason why they say that is because they're mad at me and they want to make me look bad.
No, I think you're doing a fine job doing that yourself. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, look up Shanny Does Porn and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Probably because they feel guilty over the fucking horrible shit they've done to me.
Or the fact that, you said that, that what can one poor black man do against two rich white people, Shanny? I believe that's how you put it. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, there's a video on YouTube. Just type in G-Man Destroy Shanny for Christ on Marked by God, and you will see the clip there. And I don't know what the original video is, but she actually said that garbage about me and to me, saying, especially when you got two rich white people versus one poor. Now, mind you, she's claiming to be a Christian at this time. God is giving this woman everything she deserves. She's not getting any mercy. This woman doesn't care about nobody but Shanny.
So they decide, okay, instead of feeling guilty, I'm going to try to make this person look bad. And that's usually how it is.
Somebody's asking me in the chat, do you think that Shanny is a false prophet and uses the Bible to defend herself? Not only do I believe that she's a false prophet, I believe she's a false teacher and she's not qualified to talk about the Bible. Everything that she's doing with the Bible now is meant to twist and to try to deceive people into giving her funds, kind of like the prosperity people do in those mega churches. So if you listen to what she says, what she's saying is totally unbiblical. If you, for example, in her live chat started telling her what you believed and why you believed it, you can hear Rev now. All right, I totally think like you can tell her that you're a militant atheist. You could tell her that you're a Satanist. You could tell her that you're a Buddhist or a Hinduist or whatever. And Rev be like, no, I totally believe you're a Christian. And that's what he'll say to you. And still, I still believe you're going to heaven because you gave me a donation. The heck out of here.
It is.
You won't get that from this channel.
As long as you love each other and don't love money, you'll just be just fine. Exactly. Are you a Christian? Yes, I am.
David Anthony.
I believe in Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the demons believe that Jesus is that Jesus is the Son of God too, and yet they tremble in fear. All of the stuff that you're doing in your life, Shanny, shows the opposite. It shows the exact opposite. You know, you never really said that it was evil for doing porn, Shanny. I have yet to hear you say that in private or in public. You never said that doing porn was a sin. Never once, Shanny. Never once. I know William must be loving the fact that he can go outside and he can smell the flowers and he can actually interact with other kids. And I know Zachary must be loving the fact that he's getting three square meals every single day and not eating when you two tell them they can go downstairs and finally eat something or whatever. They must be, and they're getting this every day, not just when I'm around or somebody else is around. You know what I mean? They're eating every single day now. And I bet you Zachary got to wear underwear now too, Shanny. You probably ain't that happy about that either, are you?
Very much so.
Oh, and Shanny, by the way,
fact
you flagged my YouTube channel, Shanny, claiming that I'm talking about your kids. But remember, you're not supposed to be here because you know what my counterclaim is going to be. You're not supposed to be here.
I know him. But besides that point, you guys don't have a fucking clue of who I am or what I do. Or
Yes, they do. And they can't help but to know who you are, since everything that you ever said on the internet is on these archive channels. And I don't mean that literally, but a lot of her stuff is on there, though. And I mean a lot of it.
what I say, and you turn me into some kind of soap opera character.
You're not a soap opera character. You're a Black Widow, gold digging whore that needs to get off the internet. That's what you are.
Like dramatic, like Queen of Death. It's not who I am. I know you like to think me that way, but it's nowhere close to who I am.
I can't believe you actually thought that if he gave me back that house, that you and I was going to be a power couple living in there, Shanny. I'm still trying to wrap my mind around that. Wait, seriously, what are you smoking? Well, I know what you're smoking, but what are you putting in your veins that make you think that way? You must be crazy.
I'm a very given, compassionate person who wants people to love each other and care for each other.
You're a very giving and compassionate person. Yeah, you're right. You like giving people 5-knuckle discounts all the time, definitely, particularly Rev.
You know, and though I get loud and angry sometimes, it's part of my personality, and just get used to it, because it's not me being all mean and vicious. You know, for some reason, people have this thing in their heads where, you know, loud means angry, and it
Well, actually, there are several videos on YouTube with you being angry, Shanny. There are videos of me being angry on here, Shanny. So cut the baloney. There are plenty of videos on here with you being angry. But there are plenty of videos of you on here flirting with everybody in the world, and you never cut your hair yet. As a matter of fact, Shanny, when are you going to shave your head and put an A on your head? For all the stuff that you said about Drag's wife and about Drag and all these other people. When are you going to shave your head? I'm just curious. The way you flirt with people on the internet. Don't you think you owe Jason that, since you love him unconditionally and everything? Yeah, right.
it doesn't. It may just mean passionate.
She's a faker and the taker. Who said that? Maya's dragon? A faker and a taker.
Passionate.
And this whole video is fake. This whole video is her being fake. This is her trying to like make herself look good on YouTube when everybody knows the truth about her. Absolutely hilarious.
Nah, don't be concerned about them haters. They just want you to be worked up and even hate on each other. That's what I'm thinking. I think they really want to try to see me and Jason like go rowing back and forth over the internet, and
that's going to happen as soon as the uncle throws you out. Actually, come to think about it, when Uncle throws you out, we might not hear from you guys for about a year. Because by then you're going to have to get a job, you're going to have to save your money, you're going to have to find a place, you have to get the internet, and then you got to see how hard people got to work for their money. You know what I mean? That you keep begging for, acting like money growing trees and everything, you know?
We have a no contact order, so that's not going to happen.
That's baloney. Jason told me that he was in the room with you when you made this video, so cut the baloney, Shanny. You two were seeing each other quite a bit during the no contact rule, so cut the baloney.
And Also, we know we love each other and we're going to be together.
Not lusting after each other. See, Shanny, I made these videos and I talked about this. You don't love Jason because, well, actually, let's start off with Jason here. He doesn't love you because he won't marry you. You know, for all the donations, if you think about the last year, Shanny, I would reckon that you between if you look at the last year and a half or 2 years, right? You have come across a lot of money, right? You have no excuse whatsoever based on what Jason has told me and what you've gotten in your before your YouTube channel was taken down again, when you was on Twitch and when you was on I think it's on Twitch and when you was on YouTube or when he was on YouTube or whatever. But from what I understand, y'all had more than enough money to go to the city and actually get married. So Jason doesn't love you because he refuses to get married. As a matter of fact, the only thing that you love, Shanny, is your EBT card, because you know if you get married, being with Jason is going to directly affect your EBT status. I know this, you know this, the government knows this, and the people who's watching this knows this. So you won't get on him about actually marrying you. He doesn't want to marry you because, I mean, if I can just keep it $150 and keep it real, and I know I don't speak for all men, but a lot of men are going to understand this when I say this. Why the heck should he marry you if he's going to get the booty for free? That's what, and that's something that you need to hear, Shanny. Why should he marry you? He's getting the booty for nothing. I mean, he's not giving you anything, and you're not giving him anything. I think you might be giving him a jar of peanut butter every month or whatever. But honestly, what's the reward for him if he marries you? Oh, I know. He would actually have a little bit of favor with God because he would show God that he feared him and that he would want to do his will. But of course, he's not going to do that because all Rev cares about is keeping you happy. Hey, Jason, let me ask you a question, man, even though I don't really want to talk to you because you disgust me. And I don't like talking to fake men. All right. Why do you love, what the heck has Shanny done for you to the point that you love Shanny more than you love God? I am dying to know the answer to that. I haven't heard you quote John 3:16 in 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think about 6 or 7 years. I haven't heard you quote that in a long time. But I think I need a Bible so I can feel the leather. I believe in the principles of Jesus. No, you believe in the principles of Antichrist, sir. There ain't nothing godly about these two. Nothing.
No matter what. You know, nothing's ever going to stop that. Separating us isn't going to stop us from wanting to be together. We're soulmates. We're soulmates.
That's why you tried to get him arrested under false pretenses? Is that why you tried to get your man arrested under false pretenses in which you got arrested? Or is that, well, actually you are soulmates because, you know, you did keep him over your kids. He literally abused your child. You forgave him and brought him back knowing the consequences that your children was going to be taken away from you. And you know, I'm actually mean enough to go find that video where you said, you had my kids taken away. You had my kids taken away. I'm working on a video with that. I'm mean enough to actually do that because I want people to see how fake you are at the end of the day. You're never going to get them back as long as you're with him. And he is never going to get his dignity back as long as he's with you. Y'all deserve each other. You guys are like the perpetual punishment for each other. It just goes on and on and on and on and on and on. You two should have broke up a long time ago, to be perfectly honest, because then both of you would probably be in better shape, to be honest.
We love each other and respect each other. And frankly, I don't think the police would have thought I was such a danger if you guys didn't call the police on me all the time over.
You mean for beating him up? Or do you mean for not taking care of your children? Which one?
Your fabricated events, what you think is true because you believe fucking moron stories and rumors about me.
Oh, okay. You didn't do porn while your kids were in the house and you wasn't doing wakey bakies, smoking what was that, $400 or $500 joints. You know what I mean? While the kids was in the house, right? You didn't neglect them when you went to pick them up from school or anything like that, right, Shanny? Really? Are you serious? But I like these little PR videos, like the one she made on her channel when she lied about Lisa. Yeah, I take Lisa's side over Shanny because at least I can hear how they tried to play Lisa the way they tried to play me. And I'm actually going to take the time out. I'm actually going to stay woke a little longer here. I'm going to stop this soon. I'm going to go to the Losers Club and I'm going to show everybody what this buffoon said about Lisa.
I don't think that would.
I know how to download. I have YouTube Premium. All right. I downloaded your video. So don't try to be like, oh, I better put this on private before G-Man gets a hold of it.
Would have, you know, the cops wouldn't think I would have been such a threat because I'm not a fucking threat at all.
No, but you took an alcoholic and you turned him into a crackhead, though. You did a great job with that.
Yeah, I get angry. Yeah, I get loud. I'm a talent.
She got angry with me. She never got loud with me. Because if Shanny ever got loud with me, I would have evicted her on the spot. Let me say this again. Shanny has gotten angry with me in person. She has never gotten loud with me in person because I had to throw Shanny out and she knew it.
Do you not know who my mother is? You know, so I sit here.
Wait a minute, Carrie, you stand corrected. You never seen her drink water. She's drinking water there. Or maybe it's spiked with liquor.
2 cup holders like the palm of your fin. Wow, I did not know they had like a fish in the back of this water bottle. Look, it's a fish. Thank you, Smart Water, for giving me a fish. I didn't even notice the fish. It's a fish.
Anyway, I want to go to the Losers Club YouTube channel here. And again, I'm not really doing this for the people that seen these videos before. I'm doing this for the people who are sub to this channel that who think I'm being mean towards Shanny. So let me go get that video that she recently did. The video is called About Lisa. Now, mind you, I'm watching this with the revelation of what Carrie showed on her YouTube channel. So we heard the recordings. We know, and as a matter of fact, Drader was actually talking to her, if I'm not mistaken. And Drader revealed quite a bit of horrible things that Shanny did to this poor lady. But because this lady felt sorry for them. And please understand that if you feel sorry for them, they're going to do the same thing to you. If you feel sorry for Shanny, she's going to do the same thing for you. If you want to do something for Shanny, suggest she get a job. Let's screen share here real quick and let all of you see what I'm talking about here real quick. And this is the video. I'm not going to go to the Drader video where Drader thoroughly exposes the ever-living daylights out of Shanny. I'm not going to go to Carrie, who exposes the ever-living daylights out of Shanny. But instead, I'm going to look at what came out of her own mouth so she can't say I'm making stuff up and I'm lying and all this other stuff. Let's listen to this trash.
Let's see.
Now, mind you, all the content on this channel is beg, 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 beg. This is not the Losers Club. This is the e-begging YouTube channel. This is the e-begging channel.
Because I know they're going to be
time to e-beg.
But you know what? It's just my life. I'm not worried about my life.
I noticed that she took down the, she'll do a face reveal if she gets what is it, 125,000 subs in her button or whatever, and she's using her voice. I agree with Carrie when she says that the reason why she's hiding her face is because she's not supposed to be on YouTube, and when she gets comfortable enough, she'll actually show her face again, probably monetize the channel again, and then do her thing. But if she does that, the YouTube community is going to flag her right off of YouTube. I already know what's going to ultimately happen to this channel. So I think that's why she's e-begging on here so much.
Or anyone, really.
Always depend on people to be hateful.
Exactly. And that's what they are.
No, Carrie, I'm sorry, not Carrie. Lisa was being hateful because Lisa took pity on Shanny and Rev. I was being hateful for taking pity on Shanny and Rev. You notice to this very day, neither one of them have given me a drop of credit for the help I've given them. But instead, they're saying that I did, what did Shanny say? I did the bare minimum.
They're hateful and they fake to be friends and they fake to be.
And Shanny, I would like to know what the definition of a friend is. What exactly do you mean being a friend? What is a friend to you, Shanny? Is a friend somebody who believes everything that comes out of your mouth and gives you money? Is that what a friend is? Because if that's what you're calling everyone on here, then you know what? It's a good thing they're not friends because they will all be suckered and conned. And I hope you're not giving people your Cash App or anything like that, because you know what happened the last time you pulled this nonsense.
Who they think they should be. So, okay. So apparently I've been getting a lot of emails about this woman, Lisa, and basically about.
Yeah, those people are really disgusted on how you took advantage of this disabled woman who actually works while she's in a wheelchair, for what I understand. I don't know if I got that right. Somebody can correct me on this one. In the live chat or whatever. But apparently this woman is disabled and she still works, and she took pity on you and she gave you money, but now she's a fake. Interesting.
Like 4 or 5 weeks ago, someone, Lisa, came to me and said, "Hi, I've been watching you for a long time, and I just want to let you know that I'm for real. I'll never hurt you. And I want to be your friend. And I really want."
If I was in their position and I had Lisa in my life, I would have got me a job. There's only but so much humiliation a person can take. You know what I mean? Before they finally tap out and be like, look, I got to go do this the right way. If I had Lisa in my life, I would have got me a job if I was in their position. But, you know, these two morons we're talking about here.
Want to get to know you and be your friend, right? So
Invited us out there.
Right? So she did what every narcissist does, of course. She loved bombed me.
Narcissist? She wanted to help you. Now she's a narcissist? You know what? I think that's a video I'm going to do in the future. I'm going to have to educate these two knuckleheads on what a narcissist is and why that title belongs to Shanny and not to Lisa. I listened to that interview twice. And I don't... A narcissist? She may be a bit of a comedian. But a narcissist? I'm sorry. I don't see how you got that one, Shanny, at all.
She loved bomb me and Jason and threw money at us.
Yep.
Like, yep. You want this, you want this, you want this, you want...
That ain't what the recording said. The recordings revealed that she took pity on you.
This, you want this. Love bomb me.
Yep.
Right? And I was like, wow, maybe she actually likes me.
But then again, when I was in your life, Shanny, I did show up and I said that, did you want this and did you want that? And let's be a little bit more specific. I offered you tobacco. I offered you cigarettes. I offered you Delta 8. I offered you sandwiches. I offered you pizza. I offered you chicken. I offered you French fries. I offered you, Hot Pockets. I offered you milk. I offered you orange juice. I offered you milk. I offered you hot dogs and hamburgers. I offered you ice cream. I offered you clothing. I offered you a lot of things, Shanny. How does that make somebody a narcissist? That's what I want to know. Let's continue.
The whole time I had my red flags up.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, Lisa was offering you things too. How does that make her a narcissist? How does this make this all about her when she is trying to help you?
She started showing me her YouTube videos, and these videos were from 13 years ago. And it's like,
I
She
showed you my YouTube videos. What's your point? You show people your YouTube videos. What's your point?
has nothing recent, but she's proud of videos that she did 13 years ago. Something's telling me she's been speaking about me for a really long time. Yeah.
I have no idea.
That's what I got. So I got my red flags up, and then
Anyway, so Lisa's the reason why they wasn't making any videos begging for money, because Lisa was obviously giving them money. And Lisa was the one that, I think Lisa was the one that helped them find that so-called job that they said that they had. Interesting. As far as the stuff that she said about the uncle, I already knew that stuff. So let me continue.
she offered money a couple of times. There was a couple times where we needed money, and we asked her, and she spazzed out on us that time.
For some reason.
For some
Never
reason.
a problem before.
It was never a problem before, but she spazzed out that time. So it's like,
Whatever.
and then it ended.
Now, mind you, Carrie is the one that made the video, and Drader is the ones that made this video that broke out the story regarding Lisa. According to Shanny, Shanny does not watch Carrie, and Shanny does not watch. Shanny doesn't watch Drader, and she doesn't watch Carrie. But I see she made this video real quick talking about Lisa. Obviously, she watches the channels. She watches Drader. She watches Carrie. She watches the other people that's talking about her. Probably out of boredom, but she watches them, or to stay in the know of what's going on. But again, this is her attempt at PR.
Did I say some things like you were supposed to be my friend? You knew exactly what I went through, and you did all this? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're evil. You're just fucking evil to fake friends with me. And that's basically what happened. Is
You ain't say that when she gave you that money, now did you? You ain't say that when she gave you that $50. You ain't say that when she gave you that $40 so that you can go get high. You ain't say that when she offered to give you free edibles from her husband's job.
I got caught in another fake friendship thing.
Shanny, have you ever considered what kind of a friend you are, Shanny? I'm just curious. Have you ever, you know what, I'll save that for another video. But one of these days, I'm going to talk about what kind of friend you are, Shanny. All right?
So
And I'm not going to do that one alone. I'm going to bring quite a few people in here you've been friends with to show people what kind of as a matter of fact, Rand is back on YouTube again. I think he still got Flat Out Electric going on. And let me see something here. I can get Sabella on here, and I could probably get maybe Thick Shades. I don't know if Thick Shades would come on here though, but I think I can get a few different people on here to talk about their friendships with Shanny and talk about what she's like.
A little bit at the end of the relationship, I trolled her a little bit by spamming her a little bit and just annoying her a little bit, because it's like, you know what, you're faking to be my friend so long. Okay, I'm just gonna.
No, you were doing that because you wanted to manipulate her and keep her, get her feeling guilty to get her to stay with you. That's what you was doing. Kind of like what you did with me when you knew I had to get surgery on my back, and you was going out there saying I didn't care, and you were talking about the Bible, and you were talking about Jesus, and once again not knowing what the heck you're talking about. You know what I mean? And trying to make me feel guilty to keep dealing with you. And Sabella was right. In my chat, she said I should have woke up 5 years ago. And she's right. But I told Sabella why that was so hard for me to do, because I was being brutally attacked on here. But like I said, that's neither here nor there. The point is I'm no longer under your clutches, Shanny. And Lisa should rejoice and be glad that she ain't in your clutches no more. She should really rejoice and be glad, because she ain't losing nothing by not being around you two monsters.
Call you a billion freaking times and annoy the shit out of you. It's basically what happened.
Yeah.
And the end.
Yeah, you were in troll mode for a while, and you enjoyed doing that because it's like, yeah, the person stabbed you in the back. It's another.
Yeah, and now she's just releasing everything like all the other ones do. It's a cycle, and I really don't care, because frankly,
there's nothing bad there.
there's nothing bad there.
No.
Everything's honest.
And you don't even know how to beg for money, Shannon. You can't get on YouTube and say all this stuff and then go to them same people and say, guys, I'm hungry. Can you donate money to me? Like, you can't do that. And then there's something else I want to address. And this is idea that you're a movie star and like you're like mega popular and everything on here and whatnot. That might have been true when you two was smoking all of that weed in Colorado or whatnot, when you guys was mega popular or mega hated on here by a lot of different people. But Shanny, I don't know how to tell you this, Not only will you not get 125,000 subscribers, I doubt you're going to get 3,000. I think I'm going to beat you to 3,000 subscribers, to be perfectly honest, Shanny. Right now, you got 1,004. I got 1,000 something. You know what I mean? And this is my B channel. I will beat you to 3,000 before you get there, Shanny, because I don't think the community is going to allow you to get that many. I really don't. As a matter of fact, people should start unsubbing you and just watch Carrie and watch Drader concerning you, to be perfectly honest. To send you a direct message that is not how you talk to the elderly. That is not how you talk to someone who is disabled. You should lose at least 47,000 of those. I'm sorry, the 4,700 that you got there, or the 400. I'm sorry, the 470. My bad. Ugh. The 470 subs that you got there, unless you just stick with 1,000, to send you a direct message that's not how you talk to people.
It's exactly what's going on in my life.
Mm-hmm. And for my part, the clip I'm sure that she's played for you of me was me saying, look, I don't even know what happened, but I can tell you that if you want to make up with us.
Yeah, money talks. We always need money. You can give us money because we always need money. And if you don't give us money, then we can't be friends.
Shanny and me, you know what we need.
Yeah,
I need financial help.
She
You won't
said
be
she
hearing me call
wanted to
these two friends ever
reconcile
again, I
with
can tell
me,
you that
and
now.
then the next second she's saying, "I want you to fucking starve,
Right.
die."
What the hell is that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what she's talking about regarding that, regarding her saying star, die. But I did hear in the interview with Carrie giving commentary on it that when she found out what kind of monsters that they were, that at that particular point, she just wanted to just get away from them, for what I understand. And I think they're also fabricating and making stuff up too, because you don't hear a lot of the stuff in that recording.
whatever. She's nuts. She gave us some money.
Yep.
I'm grateful for it.
Absolutely.
I thank her
Yeah,
for it.
Of course. Yeah.
And I don't know.
We're still grateful for it, of course.
Yeah. I don't know why she went down in that. If she didn't like that,
There's a lot of people that rob banks and is grateful for the fact that they didn't get locked up for doing it. You guys played an elderly woman who's in a wheelchair. You do understand they're gonna flag you down, right, Shanny? I'm just keeping it real. They're gonna flag you down. People like you don't last long on YouTube. You just don't, because you guys do stupid thing after stupid thing after stupid thing on the internet. Like, really, you really do.
that type of action, I just don't understand why she just didn't say, "Hey, I don't like this. Will you quit this?" And just talk to me. But
Well,
she didn't. But the reason why is what she said. She wanted to be famous.
Yeah.
She wanted to use me.
She never said she wanted to be famous. As a matter of fact, in that conversation that she had with Drader, she said that she's not looking for YouTube fame, and that she doesn't really want to make that all about her. She wanted to have that one conversation, and that was it. She didn't want to become a Shanny attack channel or nothing like that. So cut the baloney.
So
There you go. That's your answer.
there's your answer.
She gave you the answer of what she was doing with us.
So Shanny, it was all Chris when you got divorced. It was all me when I no longer wanted to give you any money. It was all Lisa when nobody wanted to give you no money. And you don't do anything wrong, Shanny. You never said anything to anybody or anything like that. You know what I mean? You didn't lay on your behind in that house for a better part of a year and a half and didn't even attempt to fill out any paperwork to try to better your situation one time. Now, did you? And then when it was time to go, it was, "Oh, gee, man, he was a terrible friend. He did the bare minimum. Take care of me, my man, and my kids. He did the bare minimum." Absolutely hilarious.
She was just trying to get her own nice little whatever.
And use me so she can get whatever she
I know
needs.
one thing I did
guess
hear Lisa said that I thought was funny is when she said that they're gonna be back on top and they're gonna get their 125,000 subscribers, and they actually believe this mess. I thought that was kind of funny. It'll never happen.
Like Missy moved to Chantal. It's the same thing.
Yeah, she hates her job. She hates her life. She hates her husband. She hates her kid.
None of that was in the recording. None of that was in the recording. None of that was in the interview. None of it. Shanny, you're making stuff up, Shanny, and it's obvious. And all the people that are sub to your channel can see that. I am curious about one thing, though. I noticed that in her videos, she's getting this, and in her community posts, it's the same pattern. She'll get like 15 or 16 likes. I know what Thick Shades typically do. Thick Shades has about like 10 or 20 sock accounts, so he'll give himself all them likes. You can do that if you have a whole lot of sock accounts. I want to know who these 16 people are that did this. I really want to know. I think Shanny has multiple accounts, and she just gave her these likes. There is no way on God's green earth anybody sub to this channel did this as many times, unless these are trolls doing this.
She doesn't
She
like
hates
the position she's in.
She hates the position she is. I'm sure she's like, hey, maybe I'm funny. Maybe I can do this. Maybe I can start like becoming a Shanny React channel and be.
She's not a Shanny React channel. She doesn't particularly care about making videos for you. She only wanted to talk to Drader. She gave some information to Carrie, and I don't think we're going to hear from Lisa again unless she has something new regarding you guys. But I know me and Lisa got one thing in common. We both got played by you two. We both got played pretty good. The difference is Lisa got out faster than me.
Mean and try to be funny about it and, you know, make money off her.
Well, looking back at it, you know what I should have did? I should have just got that house back, and after that, wiped the dust off my feet and left these two alone after that. That's what I should have did ultimately. Looking back at it, I should have just left these two alone.
He does have a voice like Yabba or whatever.
Yeah,
you know, so
yeah.
maybe she hears Yabba and she's like, I could do this.
Yeah, that may be it.
Yeah, go for it. Whatever.
Other than that, I just it's just another person being fake. So
Yeah.
if you want to support someone being a fake friend, go to Lisa's channel, I guess.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. If you
Yeah.
like fake friends, yeah. And
Yeah,
like people-
if you like fake friends who are fake people, doing things.
The only fake people I see on this channel is you and your man. Again, you guys are constantly talking about how you're married, yet you don't have a marriage certificate. You're not even common law married. You guys lie about, oh, you know, I'm trying to get off of tobacco and Delta 8. Meanwhile, you're begging Lisa for money for tobacco and Delta 8. I mean, think about that a minute. You're a sneeze away from homelessness, and all you care about is getting high. Think about that a minute, Shanny. All you care about is getting high. I wonder who you're going to blame when the uncle did the bare minimum. I can't wait to hear what they're going to say about the uncle when the uncle throws him out.
Things to be fake and exploiting people for their own exaltation. Go for them.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That shows your consciousness and what kind of person you are at the end of the day, though. Not me, because I'm not worried about her.
No, this,
You know, it made me depressed because I didn't understand, like, why did she drop me like this? Like,
yeah.
I don't understand.
I think on Thursday or Friday, I might go to Peckville. I think I might go there. We'll see.
Like, if she had a problem with me, she could have told me she had a problem.
Well, it's always in the. It was always.
But
planned.
you see,
Thursday.
it was always the plan. That's the
Thursday.
thing.
To drop you.
Like, there was just these points where she
Thursday.
said these little digs, or she acted like I was some kind of deceivious person. You know what I'm talking about?
Be
Yeah,
careful,
and
G-Man.
she'd say it
No,
quick,
I
and
need
then
to be
she'd go
careful. The
positive.
way I'm going to do it is
Yeah.
going to be awesome.
She'd
The
say
fear of
something
God
weird
in
like,
this too.
wait, why did you just say that? And then be, oh, but you know, I love you so much, and I think you're wonderful people. It's like really horrible, hateful
And
thing to
I'm going to
say,
put it on YouTube.
and then back on the love bomb.
Yeah, like,
That's
fuck
a-
you, Shanny. I fucking love you. Like, I don't understand.
So anyway, I'm done listening to their garbage. Like I said, these two are very uninteresting. Everything that they're saying on here is a lie. And they only made this video for PR so that they can find the next sucker to give them money to try to help them. Again, in Christianity, we believe that a person should work if they're in order for them to eat. If all you're going to do is just sit down and make a bunch of excuses, lie about having cancer, lie about not being able to walk, lying about your beliefs, because you're not a Christian, Shanny, and neither is your man. Neither one of you know Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. Neither one of you believe in the life, death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus Christ, and your life is a reflection of that. Because if you did believe in him, we would be getting all these testimonies about, oh, I prayed last night and the Lord answered my prayer. I would be getting like, the Lord told me I need to go apply for a job. You would be hearing a lot of different things. We're not getting that because Shanny's worshiping Jason and Jason is worshiping Shanny, and they're both worshiping money. That's all they care about. Listen to me. These are not the only two poor people you're ever going to meet in this country. I'm poor. A lot of you watching this is poor. Okay? I'm poor just like a lot of you are poor. All right? Guess what? We got to get off our behinds. We got to go to work, and we got to provide, and we got to try to put some food on the table. Nobody wants to hear our lame excuses, especially in the hood. I believe even the bum on the street has a better work ethic than Shanny, because at least the bum on the street will actually go outside and hold a sign and actually say, can I have some money? Some bums will actually walk with you into the Chinese restaurant or into some establishment, and you can buy them food and they'll eat the food right then and they'll be so grateful. Not these two. They feel like they're entitled to everybody's money. They still think they're in Boulder, Colorado. And these two need to drop it. That life is over and it is never coming back. They have to learn how to cope with poverty and get themselves out of it by going to work. And I would stress this to any man that may be watching this, feeling sorry for Shanny, thinking she's hot, thinking they want to get with her or whatever. She will suck the very soul out of your body. Like she's going to do to this fool. And you want to know what? Jason deserves it. He deserves it. He deserves it because he's been warned and 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 warned, and he will not listen. He deserves it. So let him go through what he's going to go through.
Stand that type of behavior.
This is garbage.
Yeah.
But we know now. So
Yeah, we know now.
we get what it was.
And I was expecting her doing this for quite a while now. She said she was going to do this.
She's pretty crazy though.
Don't give them no money. That's the end all be all to all of this. So anyway, I'm sorry, guys. I can't listen to no more of that. Like I said, those two are boring. I just can't do it. I know what Lisa's going through because I've been through it myself. Yeah, he did. He can't picture his life without that cow. You know what I mean? So it's like, whatever, But anyway, guys, I wanted to make this YouTube video talk about her little PR scams and how she goes about trying to make herself look better on social media, which she really can't do, to be perfectly honest. She is what she is. You know what I mean? And the more I learn about Shanny, the more and more I wonder how she duped me into believing half the good stuff I was believing about her, as she's stealing people's stories, she's stealing people's profiles, she's stealing people's experiences and trying to put that on herself. What I'm basically learning about Shanny is this woman who pretends this really big woman, this Humpty Dumpty woman who got on social media, who pretends to know Jesus Christ as her Lord and Savior, and is scamming people out of their money. That's who she is. I don't see anything different. She doesn't show anything different. In the next video she's going to do, she's going to beg. Next video that Rev's going to do, he's going to beg. And the video after that, they're going to beg, and they're going to beg, and they're going to beg. And they're just getting boring. I'm sorry. It's not even the fact that they won't respond. I don't care if they don't respond. My thing is that they're boring. They're boring. Heather Wishwasher says, aren't you worried that they'll try to sneak back into your life when the uncle kicks them out? No, I'm not. Because here's the thing about me. When I believed that they were saved, when I believed that they sincerely cared about Christ, yeah, that was possible. After listening to this Lisa interaction that they had and going through that myself, let me tell you something. There's a better chance of me becoming an atheist. I'll put it to you that way. There is a better chance of me becoming an atheist before you see me let them live there again. Let me say this again. I will become an atheist before they go back over to that house. Sabella says she will beat me. Sabella says she will beat me. If you ever take her back as a friend, I will straight up beat you. I'm not even gonna. Anyway, so I get what you're saying, Sabella. No, I'm not gonna be taking them back. Those two are absolute disgusting monsters, and I want nothing to do with them. And when the uncle throws them out, they're going to a homeless shelter, and then from the homeless shelter, they'll be sleeping outside. That's what's going to ultimately happen. So by the end of 2023, they won't even be on YouTube anymore. They won't even be doing social media anymore by the end of this year. That's right. I believe that too. She's an energy vampire and a soul sucker. You better believe that. Yep, you're right about that. Very boring and don't got a clue of what they're talking about. Exactly. You guys are getting it. Yep. So I'm going to wrap this stream up, guys. I'm sorry about not having the super chat thing get there. My next stream, it might be there depending on what AdSense says when I fill out the paperwork. So yeah, nah, they won't be coming back there. They won't be coming back there, and they won't be playing me for another dime. It's just not going to happen. What might be interesting is if Jason finally breaks up with Shanny. But to be perfectly honest, I done addressed Jason. I believe he knows what he's doing, even though he's being manipulated. I believe he knows that Shanny is lying about the things she talks about. I believe that he needs to learn the hard way. Like, I'm not even talking tough love at this particular point. At this point, I have completely washed my hands with Jason. This is the person that you want to adore and you want to worship and you want to push Jesus to the side and you want to sit there and defend this ungodly garbage that's coming out of Shanny's mouth. You want to know what you want to do, that dude? When your uncle throws you out, don't call me, because number one, you don't got my phone number. If you know my email, I barely look at that, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that can testify to that. Don't try to contact me on Skype, because I barely look on Skype these days. And I work. Besides, Jason, I don't think you would want to be around me, dude, especially after some of the stuff that you said about me on social media, dude. I don't think I'm the person that you want to be around in person. I assure you of that. I don't think I'm the person that you want to be around, especially you too, Shanny, with that. He gave me a death sentence. My fake blood clots in my legs. You ain't got no blood clots in your legs. You got a bunch of lard in your legs, though. You got a bunch of piglets in your legs. That's what you got. It's preventing you from doing any work. Just saying. So, what if she shows up at the house and refuses to leave? I changed all of the locks. That ain't gonna happen. And I'm not. Listen to me, guys. I know a lot of you might not know this about me or whatever. I'm not a real nice person when I'm dealing with people. All right. I'll put it to you this way. When I was friends with them, and Jason said that, what if she did this? You know what I would do? I would wait until the winter and I would take out all of the windows and remove the roof. And I don't care what the city of Scranton has to say. I'm one of those people. And I will destroy all of the electricity in here. She'll never be on social media. She does that. That would be the dumbest decision she ever made in her life. Not to mention, I might invite some skunks into the house and then lock them in a room with them with a couple of wild snakes or whatever. I'm mean. I am not nice when I want to get a point across. I am far from nice. I'll lock her in there with a rattlesnake. That'll get her out of there real fast. Yeah, there's a lot of things. I can call the cops. There's a lot of things I can do. She could try me if she want. No, what she need to do is take a lazy behind back to Minnesota, get on her hands and her knees, bow down, prostrate, kiss the concrete of her family, and beg them to take her back. That's what she needs to do. After she takes a shower, she should do that. Definitely. She should definitely do that. Let me see something here. Knowing Shanny, she'll try to live in that house and claim squatters' rights. Be careful. I can tell you this right now. She's not okay. I'll tell you what. I'll be careful. I'll be careful. But I highly doubt Shanny would try something like that with me. That might work with Rev, but that's not going to work with me. And you know what the funny thing is? I'll actually film it and let you all see her running out. Squatters' rights. I wish she would. Everything over there is in my name. She can try me if she wants. Everything in there is in my name, including the utilities. Trust me, she ain't gonna do anything in there. Neither one of them. Oh yeah, she wouldn't notice a skunk until I throw it directly on her. Then there's the rats. I can go to PetSmart. I can go buy some rats, and then I can just throw them on top of her. Shanny doesn't like certain kind of animals, you know. So, and I told her what I would do. Then I still have my sledgehammer and everything, you know. I can still be the game Triple H. Set up bear traps around the outset. Exactly. They can call whoever they want. I know one thing. When I make my video on Peckville, you guys are going to know how serious I am. Those two don't scare me at all. They don't scare me at all. All right. But I can be a real jerk on here if I want to regarding those two. But anyway, I'm going to wrap up this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. If you want to donate, I should probably do this. Hold on. Do I even feel like, okay, yeah, I'll do this here because it's easy. Okay, that's the Cash App. I'll leave it there for 1 minute and I'll be right back and then I'll get off the screen. Give me 1 sec. Good shit, you squat that one. Please. Let me go to bed. I promise you this, guys. Shanny wants none of G-Man. I promise you that. She wants none of G-Man. None of G-Man. And I'm not underestimating her. I just don't worry about people who claim they can't walk. You know? Let me see something here. All right, guys. Later. Let me try to get out of here. Later.